welcome back to my channel. I love creating costumes and cosplays just because I love getting dressed up, and Halloween is absolutely my favorite. And I just kind of use it as an excuse to create way more looks than I really need. This will be my first cosplay look for this season. Today's cosplay is Pirate. And if you follow me on my channel, you probably already know that I have a very strong pirate slash nautical theme going on in so many ways. I have a full half sleeve dedicated to it. A lot of my house decorations are very pirate inspired. Heck, I even got pirate inspired clothes. And I've been slowly building up a pirate cosplay look for years. Basically, for a long time, I would get one item at every sort of festival or event that I could. I just started building it really slowly. And then quarantine hit. One of the things I decided to do was to totally complete my pirate cosplay. It took a couple of weeks, but it was totally worth it, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna go through each of the pieces. We have here the total look all laid out for you, along with some accessories and stuff on the side, because in my opinion, the look is not complete without way too many accessories. I wanted to go for what I considered more of a practical pirate look. So instead of a dress or a skirt, something that I would actually be able to wear if I was doing all of that manual labor on the high seas on a ship. While it's not completely historically accurate, I did draw a lot of inspiration from that, and I wanted to have the look more closely resemble historically accurate clothing. Anyway, that was my goal. Let's dive in. Here we have the hat that I have put together myself. This was actually just a wool floppy hat. Oh, the tag says H&M. I probably thrifted this. This is one of the things I got like a decade ago. I've had this for a really long time. I used to wear it as a sun hat, and then one day I decided it would actually make a pretty good makeshift hat for my pirate look. I pinned up one of the sides. I do have like a little brooch or something I can put over top of it if I want it to be more flashy. And what I've done is I have this beautiful bundle of feathers. I got these ostrich feathers at a Renaissance festival. These macaw feathers I got at a gift shop at a place where they have a bunch of parrots, so when they lose their feathers you can just buy them, which I did. Anyway, so you can see here at the bottom I've secured all of the feathers together in a way that I like them to look. This just makes it a lot easier to store it because I can take this out and lay them flat in the bin. Plus, that way, if I ever want to go back to using this as a normal hat, all I have to do is take the pin out, and these are already out. And when I want it to be a pirate hat again, put the pin back in and slide the feathers in. These boots are actually from Forever 21 8 or 9 years ago, super long time ago. I actually wore these as my normal boots for a super long time. They are definitely falling apart, but I have kept them alive somehow up until now and dedicated them to only when I put on my pirate garb. They are nice and super floppy. They're meant to be knee-high boots. They have these cool little buttons on them, bronze buttons with like crossed swords, which I think is pretty cool. I don't wear them as knee-high boots. I squish them down towards my ankle, and I think that gives them a much cooler look than wearing them all the way up. These pants are one of the items I got recently to complete this. They are a gray cotton blend pant. I found them on Amazon for a very nice price. They ticked all of the boxes. The material looked really light and airy. They were drawstring, had no pockets, and they were a color that worked really well with all of the pieces I already had. So I snagged these babies up. They're pretty basic. They do have this cuff at the bottom that goes over the calf. I saw some people online who are complaining that they didn't fit right because they thought this was going to go over the ankle, but I'm pretty sure it actually is supposed to fit over the calf area. Just a heads up. I think there's legit only like 2 things in this whole thing, in this whole look that I can link to, but I will put them in the description. This flintlock pistol, it's not real. It's but it looks super cool. I love that it's like really heavy in my hand and very ornate. Super sweet. You can pull this back and shoot it. I think it's sweet. It's one of those flair items, but the details are what make this kind of thing. This jacket, I am thrilled with finding this jacket. I was looking for a jacket that again looked more historical, so I wanted something that was very light and linen, something that could be worn in the heat. And I was looking for more historically based pirate coats, and those were all hundreds of dollars, like literally hundreds of dollars, which not really in my price range. So I spent 2 full days, and when I say full days, I mean I woke up and had breakfast and then hit the computer searching until bedtime, 2 days in a row, to find this jacket for $30. I still can't believe it. And it's so perfect. I love it. I wanted the coat to be long, linen, and these details on here that resemble kind of more of that colonial coat look. All of it I just loved. And the fact that the color works so well with the corset that I already had, I was just super thrilled about it. Where I ended up finding it, it was a very weird rabbit hole for me to get into, because again, I started looking for actual pirate coats. I really don't even remember how I got here. It was a weird 2 days. It really was. I ended up on Poshmark, which is like a secondhand online clothing buying, trading website. I don't know. Look it up. This wasn't a costume brand of any kind. This was actually just a jacket that was made. The brand is Soft Surroundings. Thanks for listening to me ramble about how much I love this jacket. Here is the corset I wear. I know that realistically, because it restricts movement so much, it's probably not something that would be worn, but it's so beautiful. Anyway, it's beautiful. I love it. I got it at a Renaissance festival. The great thing about it is that it is reversible. So one side is plain gray and the other side is this ornate like gold and gray mixture, which goes really nicely with my complexion and my hair color, my natural hair color. I had always really, really wanted one and then just felt weird justifying it because how often do you wear it? If you're me, as it turns out, like 2 or 3 times a year for the last however many years I've had it. Totally worth it. And I've also worn this just as a going out outfit, just with a shirt and pants. And it's a really cool look. I really like it. Love it. Love it. This shirt I also got at a Renaissance festival. It is super breathable, super see-through, but that's okay because I pile a bunch of stuff on top of it. What it is like a one-size-fits-all type shirt. It has the, frilly sleeves and everything, but the top can open to be really large, and then you just kind of use these drawstrings to adjust the size around the neck area. This one was a little bit more of a pain to figure out with the corset than I was expecting. What I end up doing is making it about the size I want and then putting a little knot in the actual ribbon and letting these dangle. That's what's worked for me, because if I close it off all the way, then it's like all the way up to my neck, and that's not really fun. But this way tends to work really nicely. It is pretty long. There's a lot of material. That's the only downside, is that it ends up being a ton of material to kind of figure out where it goes, but the material is great. The off-white color works really nice. If it was too white, I probably would have gone through and dirtied it up. Here is my sash. I actually got this from an Etsy shop online. The colors just worked so nicely, and I had been looking for some sort of fabric at fabric stores that would work really well for a sash, and honestly I have no idea where they found this, but it's perfect. It even has the distressed edges already, and the length is nice and long. Like, look how thin that is. I can see through it. And the colors work so nice. Love it. This is one of my pride and joy items. This actually used to hang on the wall in our house. It was a big centerpiece in our living room. This is a Barbossa replica sword. He is one of my favorite characters of all time. So I basically jumped at the opportunity to have this sword. It's nice and heavy. Obviously, it's not actually sharp. It's just meant to be decorative. It's all made of metal, and then the handle here has some faux leather. Now, for holding my sword, I have this thrifted belt. Basically, it's going to be covered by a sash, so I figured black would work just fine, even though the rest of my outfit is more of like that gold warm tone. Then I got this over-the-belt sword holder just online. It has these adjustable buckles so you can change the size. It's really basic, but it does the job. Last but definitely not least are accessories. In my opinion, the more accessories, the better. So I have a lot of like wooden, leather jewelry. Got some stones on there. All muted colors that work really nice with this. These. Look at this freaking telescope. Ah! It's the little things, you know? Also, when I go ahead and wear this cosplay, I choose to go for like very non-styled hair. But let's be real, a pirate is not gonna be curling their hair every day. So I just kind of let my hair have its natural, whatever the heck it's doing. And same with makeup. I know these are all small things, but I care. I go for a more natural makeup look. I'm not gonna do no makeup because then I look like I'm 15. But just quick brows and mascara and a little bit of brown eyeshadow around the edge, and that's it. To go that extra mile, I would also even add some like fake dirt and stuff. In my Lara Croft cosplay video, I went over how I was using things like coconut oil and hot chocolate mix to make fake dirt and smudges and things like that on my skin to make it look like I had been roughed up and around in the dirt and the grime and everything. That is also a really cool step to do. Getting some gunk in your fingernails, getting all grungy, all good stuff. I know just by having these and wearing them out for all sorts of occasions or just for the heck of it, things are gonna get worn in and they're gonna look a little more tattered, and so I'm not gonna spend too much time putting any fake wear into them. If you're interested in how to do that, I did also put that in my Lara Croft cosplay video, how I made the shirt and pants look like they had seen some stuff. That was a very long process to do, so again, I'm just gonna let it happen naturally now that I have all of these items. Okay, now that I've given you all of this information about all of the different pieces I have, I'm gonna go put it all on and show you how it looks. I cannot wait for any sort of occasion to actually wear this out. Who knows when that will be, but whenever it is, I am ready. If you guys want to share things that you found that are helpful tips like that for a cosplay look like this, please go ahead and leave them in the comments, or if you have any questions or things like that, always welcome. The comment section is open. I hope that was helpful, or maybe just entertaining, inspired you to think outside the box a little bit. If it was, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. You can check out all the other videos that I have on my channel and subscribe if you want to stay tuned for future videos. Seriously, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next week.